What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Smash JT, and I gotta talk about this beat 'em up situation with Nintendo. If you're not familiar, Nintendo has updated Woodhawker from BeatEmUps and letting him know that he is no longer a part of the Nintendo ambassador program or whatever, the YouTubers who represent them. And while I've had my differences with Wood in the past and I've been extremely critical of him, in this situation, I think it's complete BS that Nintendo dropped him. I've had my differences with Woodhawker. I mean, back in the day, we used to get along, and then I've made a video where I criticized him. I critiqued him on a lot of the problems that I feel like he is creating on his channel, and the things that he's doing are questionable or sketchy, and how he can curb them to give a better perception to the community as far as being a good role model for kids and things like that. I mean, let's be real. The most obvious age range of people watching him are kids. We're talking like 7 to 14-year-olds getting their information on Nintendo Switch games. Not saying that older people don't watch him as well, but he has a very majority young audience of viewers. I was critical of him for how he was basically hawking, pun intended, the fuel energy or whatever it was, those energy drinks. It's just like, kids are watching you, man. You shouldn't be advertising those because kids don't know any better. The bang energy. And it's like, why? Don't. Kids don't know better. Those are so bad for you. Like, so bad for you. And the last thing you should be doing is promoting those to kids. But regardless, that I'm just kind of giving my bias and my frustrations with Wood. That was just one of many that I had. But that is where my bias ends, because looking at Wood impartially and what he has done for the brand of Nintendo, it is absolutely ludicrous that Nintendo decided to drop him from their program with really no reason given. Now, in his video, he goes through what Nintendo requires for members of their program, and one of them is to be a devout Nintendo fan. The second one is to be like a big social media following. And the third one was the one that was really getting him hung up on.
And then the last one is quality and brand friendliness of their content. I'm brand friendly. I mean, when Yoshi came out, my review for Yoshi was literally me and Kim making crafts from the game. Like, things like that, it's so what I feel Nintendo. And I do it not because I want to appease Nintendo, not because I want to make Nintendo happy, but it's because it's who I am.
The third one, as he stated, being brand friendliness. And doing some research and looking into this, I mean, Wood speculates that it might be because he's an advocate for mental health and that potentially Nintendo had concerns that if he maybe went down a very scary path that I'm not even going to get into here, it could reflect poorly on the brand of Nintendo. We're talking like etiquette territory. I don't think that's the case. I don't think that has anything to do at all with it. Maybe a very small slice of the pie. But doing research on his channel and the just relationship of the time frame of when this all happened, he did a 100 mods in Breath of the Wild. And I really think this video is what got Nintendo's attention to boot him from the program. Nintendo is extremely protective of their IPs. They are over the top ridiculous when it comes to people making their own fan-made games or covering ROMs or talking about anything about modifications of their systems. They don't want to advertise that. They don't want to promote it. They don't want people to know it even exists. And Wood did a video talking about how he did it and how he struggled doing it, but eventually got it to work, and basically informed a gigantic audience that you can mod Nintendo systems. And in a weird way, quasi-advertised it to them that that's something you can do, which is a definite no-no when it comes to Nintendo. They are very, very strict. I mean, they are old school Japanese business. They don't give a damn who you are. They don't care if you've brought them billions of dollars. You start doing things that are against their core competencies, bye. Like, you're gone instantly. And I think, personally, based off of everything I've seen, that's the reason why Nintendo gave him the boot from their ambassadors program. And I think it sucks. I mean, one little thing like that, to me, it's a little thing. To Nintendo, obviously, it's a huge thing if that's what they were focused on. But my problem with it is, I mean, this guy built his brand, built his channel, built his empire off of Nintendo products. I mean, how many people out there have gone to a Woodhawker video for a Nintendo game to find out about it, to wonder if it's something they should buy or not? And he's human. He's not perfect. None of us are. No YouTuber is. I feel like sometimes businesses forget YouTubers are human instead of just robots spewing information to advertise their games. Woodhawker is a human being, and he has the same challenges we all face, where you don't want to focus on the same thing all the time. You want to explore what you can do with games. You want to have fun to the fullest extent. And that's what I look at what he was doing.
There's a bunch of different things in here. Look, you can make it kind of cartoony. You can make it all glitchy. Don't know why in heaven's name you would want that. Oh, what? I'm sorry, guys. I could play around with that all day. Yeah! It worked! I was worried that after all of that it wouldn't work. Ah! By the power of the Dragon Balls, I summon you forth, Almighty Shenron! It looks so good! I need a better look at that guy. He needs to get over here. Oh man, I'm having way too much fun with this. Oh!
I can also see where Nintendo was coming from with their frustrations on it, but I feel like the move that they took with this is extreme. Like, they didn't even give a warning. They didn't send a message like, hey dude, do you mind taking that video down and don't do stuff like that again, or anything like that. But no, they just completely ignored it because they don't want people to know that that's what they don't want happening. Because it would be like the Barbara Streisand effect. If they told Wood that's the reason, they would have to trust him not to exploit Nintendo, not to blast them on social media, say, hey guys, I know a lot of you wanted to watch this video, but Nintendo actually reached out to me and told me I needed to take it down. I'm not saying Wood would do that. I don't think he would, but Nintendo wasn't ready to take that chance. So instead, they didn't even tell him that was the reason. They didn't even warn him to not do it again because they didn't want to insinuate. They don't want to bring it up. They don't want to talk about it. But modifications of Nintendo systems when you're in the ambassador program is a definite huge red flag. No, do not ever do that. And it sucks. It sucks. Like I said, I've had my differences with Wood in the past. I think this is complete BS. I am 100% on his side here. It sucks. It's not fair. He's worked so hard to get to where he is. And then Nintendo just kind of shakes their hands and claps them together and says, goodbye, we don't need you anymore. We got plenty of other people in line ready to hawk our products for us. We don't need you. You're not an influencer that we care about after what you've done. It just sucks. It just sucks. That's the way I'm seeing this. And like I said, it could be a number of factors. It could be a piece of the pie being the mental health thing like he brought up. It could be that he might not be representing the brand in a different way as good as Nintendo expected. But the way they came at him, the marketing agency that just dropped him from the program instantly, it tells me that somebody at Nintendo caught wind of it, probably an email chain where they pass it around and they're like, hey, whoa, this is a big channel, and he just informed a hell of a lot of people about how to modify a Wii U. And who's to say he's not going to move forward and talk about modifying the Switch next, which is possible as well. And yeah, I'll tell you that because Nintendo's not going to ask me to be a brand representative for them anytime soon. I'd love them to, but the way that they acted with Wood right now, I don't really care about companies that act like that. Like, it sucks because I love Nintendo as much as Wood does, maybe even more. I might not act like it in my videos, but hell, I play Nintendo all the time. But for a company to just up and drop somebody because of one video that was, to me, extremely innocent. It was fun. It was trying to have fun with the games Nintendo has made. And I feel like it was just bureaucracy, just manipulated what the video message was into something that it was just, they made a mountain out of a molehill with this, and it just sucks. It just sucks. That's the way I'm seeing this. And Wood, if you watch this video, man, like I said, I know we've had our differences, and I feel truly sorry for you. And I hope that maybe Nintendo will watch the videos from the community. Hopefully more people speak up, and hopefully we can get enough of a group of people to make enough noise to get you back into that program, because you deserve it. You've put way more time into your videos, into your efforts on Nintendo, covering them, advertising them, plastering their name everywhere. Like, yes, you are, for me, for the most part, genuine when you talk about your Nintendo games, and it's entertaining. But Nintendo apparently sees it a different way when you make one little mistake. And I'm just sorry, dude. I truly am. I had actually a viewer of mine, he's not a YouTuber, he messaged me on my Facebook page earlier. He's like, you gonna cover this? I was like, I wasn't planning on it, but I really, after I talked to him, I was like, I really should say something, because this entire situation is complete BS. Hopefully it has a positive, happy ending at the end of the day, but we'll have to wait and see. I'm going to leave the video right there. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, you stay smashing. Smash,